the fuck is that? Please bless me, there's no balls in the damn cream. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. My name is Tess. Today's video, we're going to try out a bunch of Patrick Top Beauty. Oh my god, you have no idea. I'm so excited about today's video. I wanted to try his product. I've been dreaming about his product since the day it launched. I just wanted to try it. Like his artistry, the whole branding, I just love. He really like brought something to the beauty community. I'm really excited about his product, his launches. So today we'll be trying a bunch of his products. It's going to be a long one. Grab your snack, grab your drink, grab your sausage, cheese, and eggs, grab your coffee, and please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share with your friends. Let's jump right in. Let's go ahead and test out the eyeshadow palette. I think that's probably why you're here. Click on the video because I mean, everyone, their cousin, their mothers are raving about this eyeshadow palette. Honestly, I wasn't sure if I was going to get it, but everyone loves this palette, so I have to give it a go. Also got Major Headlines Double Take Cream Powder Blush and a cream bronzer to try, and I also get Silky Lip Cream. So we're gonna do a full face. Zoom you guys a little closer. Let's go ahead and kind of swatch a little bit. I just want to touch it and kind of feel the texture on the creams. It kind of feels like a cream blush type of a consistency, but when you put it on the skin, it becomes powders. These are the two creams in the palette. Swatch some of the topper shade. This one. They look really glittery. Yeah, they're more of like that top coat. One of those like top coat type of a color. Very pretty. This shade is a true shimmer, but these two shades have some just like sequins glitter particles in it. These are the true matte shades in the palette. I'm going into the brush A11 from Morphe, and I'm gonna dip into this shade called Transition just to see what's going on. What is the hype? People be going crazy over this palette. I'm like, what's going on? Brush is actually quite soft. Let me zoom you guys closer. I mean, you probably already have these colors in your collection, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna do the same on the left side. Wow, the brushes are soft. Wow, really enjoy the brushes so far. Alright, everything just like very soft, blend it really easily. Alright, next bring in the drama. Let's go into some creams. I think I'm gonna just like start with this lighter cream. I'm going into Ariel's A19 brush. I think I wanted to use this side, pick up a little bit of the product, and let's pack it on. I've never really seen an eyeshadow palette comes with creams that's actually matte, which is quite interesting. Like, thought he would do like creams with like glitters in it. This is a nice color. Let me touch it. Let me see what it feels like. It kind of feels like it just like sets down. Is there any patchiness? Do we see patchiness here? I think it's fine. I don't really see anything weird going on for now. All right, let me blend the edges out with the Ariel A25. Brushes, I'm really impressed so far. Very easy to use. Soft, not scratchy, so it's good. Now I kind of want to do this color, this orange topper shade. I kind of want to just like use my finger and kind of pack it on. Just pack it on the cream and see what kind of dimension there is. Ooh, wow. That is very shiny. All right, now I kind of want to go into the shade right here. This deeper bronzy shade. I'm gonna use this finger. Hold on, let me clean my finger real quick. I'm going with this finger right here, and I'm gonna take some products, and I want to pack that on the outer. Alright, so for the inner corner, I want to go into this shade right here. Another topper shade. Let's go into Ariel's A7. And kind of just want to pack that topper on the inner corner. You could have just like leave it as this and, you know, put on some mascara and you're good. But I kind of just want to, you know, test drive this palette. Of course, I want to go into the shade a little slightly deeper on the A25, and I kind of want to buff that on the socket right here, just to deepen things up a little. Alright, let's just do the creams. Why the hell not? I'm going to the deeper shade of the cream. I'm taking Ariel's A18, pick up some cream, and I'm just gonna place that on like the outer lower lash line. I'm going to kind of like tap that on a little bit, kind of create like a smoky wing liner situation. Oh, I actually like that color. I like that color for a wing. Alright, I think let's go into the shade, this reddish brown. Kind of just want to smoke that out and see what is up with this. Okay, so that's mine as well. Just going to the deepest matte, and I want to stamp that kind of just along the liner just to set it with this powder. And that kind of darken things up a little bit. I just want to set down the liner. Alright, take the same color. I want to deepen my outer V. Alright, now I'm gonna take some glitter primer just to make the topper pop, because they are a little, how do you say? I know they're meant to be toppers, but I just need that punch. I'm gonna put that on the inner corner, inner lower lash, and a little bit on the inner corner part to add a little bit of a sticky base to it, so it's gonna pop more. Going to go in with this shade right here, the first glitter topper. All right, now we're talking. Now it's kind of speaking my language now. Before I was just like, you know what? I don't know how I feel. I'm just gonna go into Ariel's A19 brush. I'm taking the flat side, and I'm taking this shade right here. I just want to like highlight the brow bone. All right, I think I'm gonna go into a little bit of the shade just to deepen things up a little bit. I'm taking Ariel A20, and I kind of just want to deepen things up a little. Alright, I'm back with some lashes. For the waterline, let's go into the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner. I recently hauled this shade called Creme, I guess. It's a shade like this, like a bronzy orange type of a color. Let's put it on the waterline. Alright, so let's move on to the contour palette. This is in the shade Statuesque. This is the lightest shade of the bronzer. I'm a little scared that this may be a little too yellow or too orange. Do a little swatchy swatch. So this is the cream, this is the bronzer. That's the cream, and that's the powder. Alright, I'm zooming you guys closer, and I'm going to just use a baby sponge. I'm just going to use the back. I'm going to dip into the cream and sorry to kind of stamp it on. Okay, so supposedly you can contour with this. Let's do a little bit of contouring just on the jawline. I'm going into a brush and kind of just soften the edges a little. These are like actually a lot more subtle than I expected. I thought it would have a lot more impact or more punchy. Let me just put a little more on. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to lightly like use a brush and pat on some more. All right, so this is the side with the cream. I'm going to apply on this side with a sponge first. So it is not, it's quite neutral. It's not super duper cool tone, so it's definitely more like a neutral color. I do feel like maybe I already have something like this in my collection though. This color can definitely work. Just stamp a little bit on the sides of the forehead as well. So this is the cream complete. And I cleaned up the brush. I'm just gonna go in with powder now and see what it looks like on top. They're quite pretty bronzy together. What the hell is that? There is a ball in the cream. Do you guys see it? What the fuck is that? That is weird. Alright, so this is the cream bronzer in the shade Statuesque on the skin. Again, I have no freaking clue what the hell was that in the cream. I mean, I do enjoy the color. I think the color is quite nice. It's very neutral, but I also do feel like I already have something like this in my collection, you know? Blush shade Do We Know Her and rose gold packaging. Honestly, his packaging and his like whole brand aesthetic is so like dreamy to me. It's so beautiful. I really love the branding part of his line. So again, there is a cream and the powder. It's like a hot coral and a orangey moment. Let's do a swatchy swatch really quickly. Please bless me, there's no balls in the damn cream. Jesus Christ. The powder feels like the same consistency as the bronzer. It's the cream, and that's the powder. It's a really pretty coral orange moment. So I think I am going to do powder first and then the cream. That's how he used it. He used the powder first. So I'm just gonna take a brush and I'm going to do powder first. I'm gonna do the powder first. Swirling motion. I'm using BH Rose Quartz number 3 brush. Quite enjoy this brush for blush application. This color is stunning. I mean, I've never done like powder first and then the cream. This actually can work like that. I would be so impressed. Really enjoy this color. I like the powder. Alright, so this is the color Do We Know Her? The powder part on the cheeks. Very pretty. Really like this color. Let me zoom you guys closer so we can witness if this cream actually goes on top of the powder. So I'm just gonna go into a sponge. There is some products here and I'm going to just lightly tap the creams on top. Ooh, that's a lot. That is a lot of product. This cream, why powerful? I'm just gonna flip it over to the foundation side and I'm going to just like pat things over. That was quite a lot. You know what this shade reminds me of? Rare Beauty Joy. I'll pat a little bit on my nose. Wow. I guess you can use cream on top of this powder. That's really interesting. Did it get weird? Let's see. Yeah, it did not grab. Like, wow. There is something special then. Never used a cream on top of a powder before, but certainly you can do it with this formula and that's really cool. On to the Silky lip cream. It's in the shade She's Secure. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. The component feels very luxe. There is that P logo. I like the component a lot. Ooh. There's a scent to it. Kind of smells like a little minty. Let's apply. Wow, that's a lot more pigmented than I thought. I'm just gonna pat it out. Interesting, it kind of is a little sticky. It kind of is a little sticky. The texture kind of feels like a gloss, but it's not a gloss. Hold on, I'm gonna fix that later, but let me apply a little more just to see what the hell is going on with this formula. Guys, so this is the full face using all Patrick Talk products. What do we think about this look? Do comment down below. Let me know if you guys like this look. That's chat about my first impression. The product I'm like most impressed by is actually the blushes. I really enjoy this blush. I'm gonna do a little swatches just to show you guys. So this is the shade from Colourpop Super Shock called Count Me In. This is Do We Know Her cream blush. I feel like the tone is quite close. It's probably the closest that I can find in my collection. And this is the Rare Beauty in the shade Joy. This is Do We Know Her, the powder. Do We Know Her is like the very lighter sister version of Rare Beauty. I feel like the whole cream and powder together really reminds me of the Rare Beauty blush. I do feel like if you already have the Rare Beauty, do you really need the Patrick Talk? But then again, it's a different product, but the colors and the tones are quite similar. But anywho, out of everything, I still really do enjoy the blushes the most. The second thing I would say I'm really enjoying is the lip cream. It didn't accentuate my lip line. It doesn't feel dry, so actually I'm quite impressed with this lip cream. As far as the bronzer goes, I feel like we need to talk about it some more and do some more comparisons. I feel like I have something like this already. I'm talking about the tones really already in my collection, and honestly, what the hell is that ball thing in there? Like, that just kind of throw me off a little bit actually. So I don't know how I feel about the bronzer. I'm not like super impressed. As far as the eyeshadow palette goes, I am surprisingly not impressed. I just really feel like I've seen this color story like so many times in my collection. When I look at this, I thought about a lot of the palettes that I have. The mini nude palette from Natasha Denona. Very, very similar of a thing. When I was using Patrick's formula, I thought about Tati's palette, the sequin shades, and the matte shades. Granted, I feel like Tati's mattes is a lot more creamy, a lot more like pigmented. And let's take a look at Colourpop's New Mood. Honestly, this is so similar. Maybe because everyone loves this so much and hype it up so much, so my expectation is like through the roof. And when I actually got it in person and using it, I mean, it's pretty. I can't say it's ugly. It's a pretty palette, but I didn't get the hype and I was not super duper impressed. There's nothing wrong with the quality. It's nice. The toppers are pretty. I don't know, I'm just not like super inspired looking at this color story. These tones and these colors just reminds me so much of things that I already have. So I mean, just like also the price point, I really feel like 68 is a little steep. I feel like if it's 58, I wouldn't even be mad at it. I feel like 52 for this, I would be like, yeah, there is something, especially with the cream. That's something unique, you know. I feel like $68 is just not something that I can be like, oh my god, you have to run out and buy, when you can get a Colourpop New Mood for 14 or like a Natasha Denona for 22. This price point, $68, is quite steep. So yeah, that is my first impression. We gotta do more videos just swatching all the palettes I just mentioned. So I mean, can you create the look that I created today with any of your neutral palette? I'm just gonna ask you that. So if you're really in the market for a warm neutral with a gorgeous packaging, I think this may be for you. But if you already have these color story, you already have the New Mood palette, you have the Natasha Denona, do you really need to spend an extra $70 on a neutral palette? That's the question I'm going to leave you guys with. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on the palette. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you not feeling it? Like, comment down below. Let's have a chat. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I really appreciate you watching. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.